Plus, we like fart sounds.
I just want to eat this now. Like, I just keep looking
You
at
can't
it and I'm
yet.
like, wow.
It's insane how large those candies are.
Yeah, they look
That's
huge.
what he said.
I had no choice. There was not a lot of options at Marshall's.
I feel like you.
And I almost went to the Hispanic grocery store, but I always feel weird going by myself because I don't understand a lot of Spanish.
Hola, mujer. ¿Qué pasó? Me gusta
I need to
sus
get better. I should
chichis.
get better at that. I should learn Spanish.
Yeah.
It's like what, the second language in the U.S.? I should learn it.
I failed Spanish class in high school.
Can you speak any Filipino?
Only insults and like other weird words. So like armpit is killy killy.
Ooh. Kitty kitty.
Yeah, I had no idea that armpit was an actual word until I was like in 4th grade. Baho means smelly.
Oh, yeah. Because you would always be like,
So then,
Boho, killy, killy, or whatever.
yeah. And then bayag is like balls. So you could be like, Baho bayag.
That's awesome. Have I told you about that podcast Tiger Belly? There's 2 Filipino cats on there and this Korean guy, Bobby Lee, for Bad TV.
I thought you meant actual cats, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
And they run the podcast themselves.
It's impossible to understand them. All right, you ready for the intro?
Yep.
I heard this song today.
Oh.
I wanted to sing it for you guys. Little gay Corvette, Annie and Adrienne, little gay Corvette.
You hate Prince.
I think
I
you
do.
should have like upped the octave a little bit.
Yeah.
I should have gone up.
And it also
Yeah.
should have been Jeep Wrangler instead.
Yeah.
Oh, little
okay.
gay
Indigo green is the
Wrangler.
color.
Yeah.
I could have done it.
Yeah.
Damn it. Spoiled opportunity. I'm so fucking excited. Annie and Adrienne are here. Kim Duke. The matriarchy of St. Cloud.
Wow.
I don't know.
We've made it.
What a big deal.
Oh, I was telling Annie before that your guys' episode is still the #1 most downloaded out of any guest we've had on.
Girl.
I haven't been on
Like when you-
casting of a pod since then. And now my microphone's on his dick. It's crazy.
When you Google our podcast, your episode is the first one that pops up. So I don't know what
That's dope.
the algorithm is, but people are Googling it, finding you guys, and then pow.
We're getting Googled.
It's like gay women on a podcast
About ducks.
might be funny. Some ducks, gray.
I think it'd be like they tried to spell gray ducks masturbating, but it turned into gay ducks masturbating, and that's how they find it.
That's quacktastic.
It is quick-tastic. Holy shit, I'm so excited to see you guys.
I know, I feel like it's been a lifetime.
I have so many
has.
questions. First of all, when did you guys go back to work?
Right when bars opened.
I never left work.
I was going to say,
You
you
were
were
still
probably
going
still
the whole
working.
time.
Yeah. We were like, we're shut down. Like, you can't dine in still even.
Oh, wow.
So we were just doing takeout like to your car.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you still closed down on the inside then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just curbside and delivery, which is kind of great because I can listen to whatever I want to all day.
That's
Fuck
Get
yeah.
my
nice.
dance on.
What do
Talk
you-
to myself.
What
talk
are you
to a
dancing
plant.
to?
I'm dancing to everything. I actually like missed the Thai music, so I put in a CD, and everyone like looked at me like, "Why do you have that on?" And I was like, "I miss it." I was like, like, I was like, "This is a cut," and I don't get it every day. Repeated for the last like 26 years. I think the same CDs are in the place.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so now bars open up. What was it like when you that first night back?
It was exciting to be with people that I haven't seen in like forever. So that was awesome, June 1st. But then it was also the worst at the same time because like having to prep everything and you're pretty much, it was like I had to retrain everyone how to not just bartend. Now you also have to serve and know the guidelines and make sure you're following all these rules and sanitizing all these things. And there's so many little things that you don't even like think of to sanitize. So pens,
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you would just think like, oh, I'm just going to grab these out. And no, it's like finding a sanitizing station for that. Even to get sanitizer was really difficult since every place is like limited and the red carpet is such a huge bar.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
needed to make sure we had sanitizer for the customers in every bar and that we had open, and then also for just employees too. And then we realized we were going through it a lot. So then Costco, hey. Yeah, they have huge ones.
It was really bizarre first opening though, because it was only outside seating.
Yeah.
So like you could go in to use
right.
you go in to use the bathroom, then you turn your head and you're like, this is weird. There's no stools, nothing. So you're just everyone's outside. Super
Which
strange.
I was a little upset about it because it was only outside for a week and a half.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, you're going to make us do all this work to make everything just outside. And now you're going to open inside up. And it was like a whole nother ball game once we opened inside too.
Yeah.
And then to also be like, okay, well, every table has to be 6 feet. Every place has a capacity. And how are we going to like compensate and still be able to make
you can
those sales?
wander into the different rooms and all that. Okay.
So now we kind of have it where certain bars only use specific bathrooms and things are closed off in a different way to spread everything out and
Yeah.
make it where like, okay, if you're planning to go to the main bar, our main floor, like just pub bar, you could get in there and there's only one bathroom for that bar.
Okay.
Or you could go the other way to the red room, which is on the main floor, or down to the Keller, and those two bars share a bathroom because they're a little like smaller.
Okay. And now, is the Common Roots Festival, did it happen already? Or is
No, we totally just
you
didn't.
axed it?
Yeah, didn't do it.
I thought I saw for a second that it was maybe going to happen still.
We were trying to do a virtual thing. We also were trying to do kind of like a radio thing with, I believe, KVSC. And we were trying to figure out, like, can we even just play music of all of the original bands? Having like a comedy burlesque thing did get brought up too as a virtual thing. But personally, I was like, no, it's not like good for virtual, at least for like the burlesque side of it with censorship and everything.
Oh, sure.
Instagram would have been the only like place we could have really done it. And at that point I was like,
Yeah.
You know, Clifton and I came up with an idea. I still think it's obviously I can't implement it, but it's a fantastic idea. We call it Comedy for Cam Girls. And you have comedians and then it's spliced. So you use like, there's all kinds of virtual platforms. Like one podcast that I listened to, Your Mom's House, I forget the service that they use, but it's completely uncensored. You can go buck wild. It's disgusting, the stuff that they chose to use, but like the opening scene for the first one was this, you see this guy, Tom, and his wife, Christina, throwing horseshoes. And you're like, what's going on? And then she throws a horseshoe and they both go, yeah. And then the camera pans over and it's a guy with like a post in his butthole and they're playing anal horseshoes. And that's the opening scene.
That's a real country western.
yeah.
But yeah, you do like, so the comics, you have them like in person and then you just have like a waiting room where like burlesque dancers can come in and then on top of that, they can tip them specifically from the virtual platform.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's been, I mean, people in the burlesque community have been doing shows virtually, whether it's like on Instagram or Zoom or anything like that. I personally am just like not tech savvy enough to figure that out.
I gotcha.
So during quarantine, a bunch of us were like, oh, we should do something. Like, let's even try to do like a go-go thing with just us like go-go dancers and see if we can have like make it work. No, it does not work at all. Someone's playing music like in their home and then everyone's like, I can't hear it. This is really awkward.
And then you have someone like cooking in the kitchen. You're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you cooking right
All the
now?
video chats.
Yeah.
It's not like if you talk to Clifton, it's not as complicated as it seems. Like basically you just have like a controller. And then so they have an audio feed that can go. So it'd be just like having a DJ. So from their board they play the music.
And is it live or
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyways,
You like that crowd though.
It is, yeah.
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 I would just be mediocre if it was like, oh, here I am in my home. And there's my phone. Hey.
You could put like how they do at baseball games and they have those cutouts that are
and the fake.
Well, also, I'm like, I don't have the space for it, honestly, like in our home. So I'm like, okay, if I were to even like guest perform on a virtual like burlesque show, I don't know where I would do it, and I would just have to improv probably and be like, here's my couch, and like grab something out of the fridge.
Like
I don't
the
know.
pinball machine.
That would be hilarious, actually. Oh man, that's how you go viral. You make it seem like you're gonna do a performance, and then you like crash over a table, and then Annie comes in to try and help.
Yeah.
And she's got 2 pies for some reason. And
We just make it the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
And then I just
Drop
start cleaning. Start Clorox wiping the whole place.
Exactly. Oh man. But yeah, it is a strange time for like live entertainment.
Yeah.
It's very weird. I went to I shot a live podcast. Do you know Ryan Call, Grant Winkles, and those guys? Anyways,
Yeah.
comics in the cities.
Of course.
That's my third cousin's brother's nephew. I met him.
Get the fuck out of here. But it was really odd. Like everybody's spread out pretty far, and that feeling is like you look at the room and you're like, this is not what it's supposed to look like right now. It's very it seems unorganized, but like by the time stuff got going, like it was fine. But it's just initially just very, very weird. Anytime
Yeah.
somebody gets up from their table, they have to take them or put their mask back on. And
That's what it's like when you eat in restaurants.
I haven't done that.
Yeah, you went and ate Mexican
I ate
food.
before they made it.
Oh, before the mandate.
Yeah.
So, okay, talking about that, it's a lot easier to control, obviously, at a restaurant, but then in a bar atmosphere,
It's got to be a nightmare.
oh, it totally is.
I mean,
It's
I just saw St. Cloud Bar is shut down for a couple days.
Sock Rapids. Let's.
Oh, that's well, yeah. And that one I don't feel too bad about.
yeah.
Yeah.
Neither do I.
oh, is it a racist bar?
It is,
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
it
They
is.
weren't wearing they weren't wearing masks appropriately, and so they're shut down for.
Oh, I love it.
We'll see for how long.
They who shall not be named.
We don't need to name it. People can.
No, I know. I like that you can say racist bar and they're like, bing, bing, bing.
Yeah. Just Google. It'll be the first thing that pops up.
Underneath us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. That's good. Good job, Kimmy.
I have a question. Did you ever find your fish?
Oh no.
Oh, God.
Wait, what?
We
You
did.
didn't read? This was like the most. I'm like, I gotta
This is
follow
so
this. Tell this.
CSI.
I can't believe you didn't see this post. They both post.
Or
Okay,
FSI. This is nutty stuff.
Okay.
very crazy.
So we have a beta, which we found out was.
Used to have a beta.
Yeah.
Did you name it Cuck?
COVID. Actually, we got him over COVID.
He was pretty too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We woke up and we couldn't find him. And it was the oddest thing. And I was like, how? There was no room for him to even jump out of the tank. And then I thought maybe I was like, oh, okay, if he did, Rue probably, that's our dog, Rue
Like
definitely
the dog
would
ate the
have
fish.
eaten him.
And I'm Googling like, can they jump? Like
It's crazy.
And we asked Rue, hey, did you eat COVID? And Rue definitely was like, no.
yeah, the best is I'm at work. I'm like, I asked the dog. The dog didn't do it. And they were like, you talk to your dog?
And I was like, I asked her twice, and she definitely did not do it.
She will, if she did something, it's like a look you dead in the face and then turn the head like,
yeah. Our one dog, she'll lay on her side.
yeah. And so I asked, and she looked at me like, nah, I wouldn't eat a fish. I didn't even know we had one. I was like, oh, okay, you didn't do it.
Well, and then we're like looking around the tank, and I was like, we don't have a filter. Like, there's no way that the fish could have gotten stuck in the filter. Like, I don't see like the fish in the rocks at all. It's gone. It just disappeared. Like, someone came into our home.
It was raptured.
And kidnapped our beta. And then so we kind of just like left the tank for a week before like really cleaning it out.
I didn't want to do it alone. I was too scared. And our schedules are like not consistent. And then it started bothering me. I was like, that thing's been there too long. I need to clean it out. I got to do it. and I saw like a little, what do you call that? Like a skin skeleton fin thing in like the top of this little mountain cave. And I was like, I can't even look any further because this smell is wild. And I was like, I'm throwing it in the trash. And it was so weird though, because I jiggled the tank, I moved the little cave, and like there's no bubbles coming out of that thing. Like nothing's happening.
And we realized that our fish is the same color as the cave.
Yeah.
So we just like didn't
We're
really
murderers.
like notice.
So COVID was dead on top of the cave?
No, like
Like stuck in
inside
it, yeah.
the top.
And you couldn't see like 360. You look around the tank and nothing was in there. So you're just like, what?
Man, I was like looking up because people said they can explode. So I looked it up. And they
they
can.
can.
I thought that was
They can
They
explode.
can.
for
It
real.
was just
What
crazy.
happened?
They can just like, beta fish can explode.
I do have to let you all know this is the second fish Adrienne has killed. The first one was with her
Okay.
boot. With her boot. If you want to further explain that, you go ahead.
You went full Nazi on your like.
So there.
So did you ever post on Facebook what happened? Or are you
No,
leaving
no.
the mystery
So this
alive?
is-
This is the
This
first
is
reveal.
the
This is the
reveal.
exclusive. You got it.
I've been waiting.
Boom.
I've been waiting for an answer. It's been killing
Only
me. I'm
here.
like, and in my head, I'm like, the fish exploded. That's the only answer.
That's it.
And it happens. I couldn't believe it. When you look it up, people are like, they explode.
Well, okay, so here's the worst part though, is that our fish was already kind of a little sick. Like we could tell, and like he was a little bloated, having like trouble like swimming. And I was like, okay, well it's saying to like give a frozen pea, so let's let it thaw out a little bit and put a pea in there. He didn't eat the pea, and then that's when we woke up the next day and like we
gone.
couldn't find
And I
him.
was like, he exploded for
Yeah,
sure.
so for sure we thought he exploded. No, instead he was just so bloated that he ended up getting stuck in the cave and couldn't swim out of it. And I was like, oh my God, I'm the worst like fish mom ever. Just being like, oh, it's fine.
I didn't know fish mom was a thing.
He just exploded when like he
Hashtag
was probably
fish mom.
suffering for like days
Yeah, it's sad.
because we just didn't even look.
You guys, that's why you got to get turtles. Get out of the fish game. Start getting turtles.
they have a dog.
Yeah,
Way
we have,
better.
yeah, we have a dog. We're
Yeah,
fine.
but then eventually the turtle.
I love that you're like, and we asked the dog, and the dog's like, no.
Fuck, that's funny.
And then I like the idea of like your fish like swimming really fast back and forth and just freaking hauling ass and flying out of the tank. Like in my head, I'm like,
That's how Adrienne killed the first fish. So there used to be a fish tank at Sawadee, and like the owner had this little fish that was always swimming around.
Which was also a betta fish.
Yeah.
Also that. And one day she's like, I don't know where the fish is. Like I looked all through this tank. I can't find it at all. And I'm like, I don't know. Like that's so weird. And then I'm like, where would it be?
Yeah, and then
then I made a joke and I was like, everybody check the bottom of your shoes. And it was like me working and Carmen Love was working as well. And Adrienne's there eating. And literally I go, check the bottom of your shoes, everyone, as a joke. And Adrienne looks, she's like, the face is just like, no, I can't say anything. I can't. And the owner loved this fish. Like, and Adrienne just has a dead fish on the bottom of the combat boot.
she just started screaming off and threw it under her food real
It
quick.
was just the
to
best
hide
because
it.
I sarcastically made the joke, and Adrienne was like, no.
Well, then you just see like a tiny blood streak on the floor, and I was like, "Oh my God!" I was mortified.
So wait, that fish jumped out?
That fish jumped out.
Okay.
And
so
it was
crazy.
a fully open, like, square little tank. So
Okay.
it's just
And
like,
fish
it was like,
do that. It's so crazy. I had a goldfish, a huge one, because they can grow to like the size
Yeah.
of your tank, and he would throw himself out of the tank too, and we'd have to pick him up and flop him back in.
Oh my God. That's so fucking funny.
yep. And terribly sad.
So
Rest in peace.
Why? Like, have you guys had fish before?
As
like
a
before
child,
this one?
I was like
No.
5.
You guys were just like COVID. We need to get a fish named
it was
COVID.
quarantine, and I was going very manic.
Okay.
Like
Fair.
it was like I was done cleaning our entire home and decorating our entire home, and I was like, I don't know what to do, and I need a fish today.
And she already learned how to cook. So, well, you know, what do you do now?
Okay.
So where did you get the fish? PetSmart, Petco.
One of those.
It was
Where
PetSmart,
were
but we were in Elk River because we decided to drive to Sonic.
Hell yeah! Did you get some tots?
We got some tots.
Freaking love their
friggin' tats.
tots.
Also, don't eat their onion rings.
They're not very
that's
good.
A weird. Yeah, they're sweet.
But they're Red Bull slushies. Oh my god.
So that is a PetSmart on the other side of that
Yeah.
highway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
To then watch YouTube videos and find out that you shouldn't buy beta fish.
We
from
got in like a
PetSmart.
2-hour loop of this person giving reviews of like, and this one is a rare, and they're called betta. This is a rare betta fish, and I was like, I can't stop watching this shit.
And why shouldn't you buy them at PetSmart? Because they're not taken care of?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
I
this
mean, they put them in
person,
little cups.
this person making videos is driving like 3-4 hours out of their town to find a rare betta fish, and I was like, whoa, we gotta find one now. I'm on the quest.
That white one, though. I mean, I've never seen a white one.
Yeah, I thought it was rare, but apparently
not.
they're not.
No. What do the rare ones look like?
Was it purple and blue?
Yeah, and they're female, right?
Yeah.
Oh, because I think they're
Yeah.
mostly male, and they're mean. You can't put two in the same tank because
Yeah, they're
they'll eat
like
each other.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which apparently that happened as a child, and my like dad drove to Walmart in the middle of the night and replaced it. And I had no clue, and I was like, "Thanks for telling me now."
Oh my god.
Yeah, terrible.
Oh, I got some saliva in my wrong throat. Now, fish, fantastic, hilarious, wonderful.
We had fish growing up like crazy. Like my parents
yeah.
loved fish, and we had an Oscar fish, and it got huge also, and no one wanted it, so my mom went and dumped it in the river.
Just like be free now.
In February?
Not in
I
February.
was joking.
But yeah, she's like, water, fish, dump.
Well, at like the county fairs when you can win
That's where I
goldfish
won
and
my
stuff.
goldfish, and he got huge.
So I would always try and get as many as I can, and then I would let them go in the lake,
oh,
thinking that they
wonderful.
would
It's
live.
better life.
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, it's bad for them?
Unless the Waconia Lake is now filled with a bunch of goldfish.
I've seen people.
Laconia
caught-
is pretty fancy.
Yeah.
They're like,
is.
I just got a goldfish. What did you
Look how
catch?
rare. I wonder if, did you ever see a picture of that boy that caught that big goldfish in some lake? Wonder if I'm going to look it up.
That was mine.
That's
Lake
all because
Laconia.
of you. My parents wouldn't let us get dogs. This is so I got a fish, thrown it into the thing at the county fair, and I would take him out of the tank and pet him in front of my parents and be like, since I can't get a dog.
That's really funny.
You're such a
And his name was
weirdo.
Goldie. And in third grade, I wrote a book about him. I still have it. Did I ever show you?
Yeah.
And the fish.
Can we get
let
a
you
live
do
reading
that?
sometime?
The fish let you.
Well,
pet?
he's so big, he didn't have a lot of room to hide.
That's terrifying.
He doesn't just
to me.
disappear under caves.
Also,
He was the cave.
every 5 seconds he'd forget that he was out of water.
It's true.
I was very opposite than both of you at the county fair. I was doing the dart game where you like hit the poster you wanted, and you know that I'm supposed to go for SpongeBob. I'm like, who's that Baywatch lady? Like, I don't know, Mom. I hit the wrong one.
Yeah. All I ever got were bronze fish.
That was a terrible joke.
It was supposed to be.
Oh.
Were we supposed to wear our shoes?
We just
No.
never take our shoes off.
Yeah.
This is a shoe. Well, soon.
It's a shoe home.
It's a shoe home.
It's a shame.
Next house, we're going to have just house shoes.
Tell us
The
about your
carpet's a lot.
home.
Yeah.
Tell us about. Okay, so we're house hunting right now,
Ah.
so that's why we're like interested. In,
Are you
like,
guys staying in the St. Cloud area?
There's so many houses.
Yeah, St. Cloud or Sauk Rapids.
Yeah,
is
there's a
what
lot of
we're
houses
looking
out
at.
there. Yeah, they go quick.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
3 days.
Yeah.
Because are you guys in an apartment or a house right now?
Apartment.
Okay, that's nice. Because the shit part is like getting like contingency is.
That was
so
our nightmare.
fucking
We
up
put
in
an
the air.
offer in on a house contingent that we sell our house, and they were like wavering, like, are we going to take a contingent offer or not? And I'm like, oh shit. And then they did, and it's like, cool, now you got to sell your house and you better do it quick because they can always
Yeah.
pull
Yeah.
it. And I'm like, that was when the anxiety was bad, not sleeping for days, trying to make sure, like, I wiped down every piece of trim in the house, like scrubbed it with a magic eraser. The most ridiculous. I like came home one night from work and started scrubbing the outside walls, like the vinyl.
Yeah, I started exclusively farting in the garage just to make sure that there weren't any nefarious smells.
So then buy a house and live in it forever.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the
I'm
moral
gonna
of
die
the
in the
story.
next house. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
It-
but
and-
it's the when you're having to sell a house, you like find a house you want to be in. And we were in this house for 10 years, and
we got insanely lucky too. Like when we bought the house, like the amount that the down payment that we get to put on this new house is fucking stupid.
Because we bought this house when the market was really bad, like in 2010. So it was really cheap. We put a ton of equity into it by finishing the basement, and obviously prices on homes and mortgage prices, like the interest rate is crazy cheap right now. Mm-hmm. Just so you guys know,
I feel
thought,
so old right now. What's your favorite X-Men?
I know.
Like,
yeah. So I mean, everything kind of worked out, and we're like, oh, I will look, and then we found a house that we really, really liked, and I'm gonna die in that house. And my ghost will be in that house forever.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think there's wine ghosts in that house?
They have so much wine, like cellar.
They have so
They
many
have an
much wine
actual
cellar.
Like
cellar?
the nice fridges, like the huge fancy wine, 3 of them in that
Dang.
house.
Yeah, there's like
Yeah.
You guys are gonna put energy drinks in there? That's
Yeah,
real
for sure.
exciting.
They're gonna take those fridges, but they're leaving 3 fridges downstairs, and then we have the regular fridge upstairs. Because there's like a mini fridge in this like wet bar for the kids, and then there's 2 in this other area. I'm like, why do we? I complain we don't have enough room in this fridge, but I'm like, how am I gonna fill?
juice boxes.
Yes,
Yeah.
lots of juice boxes. Yeah, and sodas. We drink room temperature soda now, so it's gonna be cold soda. We're moving on up. That's the only reason we bought the house, so I can have cold soda.
Room temperature soda is like the best soda, though.
That's all I drank growing up was room temp.
Yeah.
And his parents' house, that's all we drink. We don't
Well, I
drink.
don't know if you guys know this or not, but cold drinks are not good for your system. It kind of
Yeah, it
throws your
shocks your system.
Exactly, it throws your system in check.
I love cold drinks. Oh, like that chewy ice. Ugh. Like the hospital
Chewy
ice.
ice.
The small, like,
I
cute,
think you're eating
like
Jell-O.
Sonic's ice.
Oh, yeah.
You know you can buy it by the
Yeah,
bag.
I know.
It's a thing.
It
Get
is
your
a thing.
coolers ready. We're going down Kroger. Like,
Going to Sonic.
We're going to go to Sonic, and then we're going to get another fish. Too soon.
Rip.
Yeah, I'm still like heartbroken. So
I was like, is it bad that I'm not sad? And I was like, it's a fish.
I eat
Another,
those
I'm going to tell you
sometimes.
one more stupid thing about me and fish. Is that when we'd have tornado warnings, I would cry because my dad would not carry the giant ass fish tank down to the basement, and I'd cry, the fish. So I'd have to go get my hamsters because those were the only things I could see.
Wait, you had hamsters to pet, but you're petting your fish?
Then my parents, because I couldn't get dogs, they got me hamsters because
Okay.
I could pet that because I kept taking the goldfish out of the tank. I was crazy,
I would way rather have a dog than hamsters.
man.
Yeah.
We went through a period because we watched a lot of WWF. Then we named our hamsters after. And my favorite
Was one of them named Shawn Michael?
it was Hulk Hogan.
Nice.
Hey, brother.
And he had the biggest balls of all of them.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I bet Hulk Hogan does have big balls.
I don't know.
Big,
He's probably
droopy
been
balls.
on roids, so I'm sure he's got tiny
I
balls.
bet his balls have his mustache. His balls just have like
Yeah.
handlebar pubes.
Absolutely.
He goes in and gets that done.
Yeah. And he bleaches it too.
That's how the hey brother comes out. Just like, hey brother.
What God, what are they called? Is it a merca? Have you heard
America?
of that? No.
American?
They're so back in the day, if you couldn't so like having a bush used to be a thing of
Is
pride.
American, right? Is that what it's called?
I don't know. I need
Burlesque
him
people
to
wear 'em.
explain
Yes,
more
yes, yes.
before I.
It is. It's a pubic toupee.
Yep.
American?
Yeah.
American?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, I just think of it as a thing to cover up your vag when you don't want to wear a thong.
A bush? You put a bush there?
No, it's like a think of it as like an underwear without straps or a thong without straps, and then there's like a little bit of a wire sometimes they aren't.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you like tape it or glue it to your.
It was like
your
Victorian
taint.
time though. It was either called a
And
pubic wig or it was just
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
trivia. It was either a pubic wig or American.
yeah. Because I remember Anthony Bourdain, he was in Philadelphia, and he was talking about how there's all these lame tours about American history. He's like, I want to take the dirty tour. So there's a filthy tour. The guy still dresses up like old timey, but he talks about all of just the shit and debauchery of Philadelphia. And
Go Eagles.
So did this is this like hair?
yeah,
Oh, wow.
Were you not paying attention at sex trivia? It was the pubic wig question.
I'm bartending
You
while
also-
trivia
okay.
is happening.
you
So I only pay half
I would be like,
attention.
pubic wig?
You tape it to your man's pubis.
Yeah, that was probably a question that Robert answered and got wrong.
I think you did, yeah. Actually, nobody got that one. I just wanted to say pubic wig.
But that's the funny thing. So the guy says, does anybody know? And I forget what he was describing, but you could see Anthony Bourdain getting really excited. And he goes, does anyone know what that was called? He's like, American. He was so fucking jacked that he knew that there was pubic toupees.
That's so funny.
You know, speaking of out east, I was thinking about this today because you and I, we went fucking east the last time you were on. I was wondering if you wouldn't mind, I'm going to put a little jingle. Going East with Annie and Chris. Fuck this fucking COVID, huh?
Yeah, it's COVID, eh?
Christ.
It's a virus out here.
It's taking everybody I love. Why doesn't it take my mother-in-law? You know what I'm saying?
I gotta wear a face covering over my mask. I can't breathe with a damn
Can't
thing.
fucking breathe.
I'm trying to go
over
to
here.
VFW, have a goddamn drink. I can't even drink to the damn thing. I'm gonna cut a hole in it, put a straw in it so I can have my bush latte, eh?
I don't fucking put in 12 hours a day at Ladder 14 to have to wear a fucking mask when I'm going to the strip club.
Ladder 14, my cousin's brother's uncle, his other cousin's brother's uncle, his third cousin's dog. That dog ran away to Ladder 14.
Get the fuck out of here.
That dog had 3 legs.
Murphy.
3 fucking legs.
Murphy.
You know him.
Oh, Christ, that guy can drink.
It's the same bloodline, eh?
And that was Going East with Andy and Chris.
That was good.
I was excited about it. So anyways, how are you, oh, sorry. I
keep hearing like clicking, and I'm like, is that
I know.
me?
Yours is the only one that doesn't have the,
It's kind of
Okay,
like a
so
horror
it is
movie.
me.
It's like,
yeah.
It's a little scary. That's why I was like, isn't it like?
It's a little on the Titanic side. That-
Yeah.
Gong, 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 gong.
Remember when we went to the Titanic thing in Vegas?
Yeah, that was pretty nice.
Don't bring that up.
we wanted to go there so bad and it was closed.
Don't bring that up. Okay.
Oh, you guys did go
Also,
to
don't
Vegas
bring up
to celebrate your
Titanic right now. I got in
anniversary.
trouble for this a couple days ago. So let's just.
So
It's technically Titanic.
She put a meme on my Facebook page of 2 toes touching each other, and Titanic is like in the background, and it says Titanic.
Titanic.
And
I thought it was
one,
hilarious.
I really hate toes. And this wasn't like the 2 big toes touching each other. This was like the 2 tiny little pinky toes
Look it
coming
up.
out of like a hole in the sock.
I'll put the photo up here.
And I hated it so much. And Titanic's my favorite movie. So I was like, this is like
Well, that's what you
insulting
love
on a whole
Celine
nother
Dion,
level.
too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I know that she has a fear of whales. So I found a picture of a killer whale on Google and I put it on her Facebook page. So then she couldn't even open her page at all.
And I kept getting people are like, "Oh, what'd you do? What did you do? What did Annie do? Are you gonna need a divorce? Like this thing's going." And every time I get a notification,
That picture.
the picture pops fucking back up, and I was like, "I can't even go on Facebook today."
That's so funny because that's such a legit fear. Like, objectively, you should be afraid of whales. They're
Most
fucking
people think
huge.
that it's not legit. They're like, "You live in Minnesota." They're like, "That's irrational."
Oh my god! So you must have been like me. Like when you get into a lake, you're like, "There's so much fucking space." There's
Yeah,
so much
and even
space.
boarding a plane. I'm not afraid of flying. I'm afraid that there's the size of fucking Free Willy, and sorry for swearing, but I'm like, whoa, this thing is giant. And I'm like, I'm in the mouth of this. And then I'm in my chair like, ah, this is a whale.
What am I fucking Pinocchio?
And like
over
people
here?
are probably looking at me like, some people are just afraid to fly. No. I'm afraid of a giant aquatic animals.
Geppetto runs
Like,
down the aisle chasing after Pinocchio.
Really?
Oh.
I want to go see whales so
No.
bad.
Well, and then
Oh.
ironically,
The eyes,
the
look at those
killer
things.
whale is my favorite animal.
That makes sense.
And I had, when we first got together, I have this like giant killer whale stuffed animal that I got when I was really younger because I went to
Yeah.
SeaWorld for like, which SeaWorld is horrible,
I
okay?
don't know.
Everyone
But,
knows
yeah.
this. But when you're 3, you don't know.
You don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
I knew
And-
the day I was born.
So I got it in SeaWorld, and then she sees it for the first time and freaks out. It's just like, what is that? Put it away.
And you no longer have it, do you?
I don't know where it is. Did you throw it away?
I honestly didn't. I wanted to, but I didn't.
It probably ended up under a cave,
I don't
too.
know where it is. But yeah,
I really don't know where that is.
I know.
So you
lots of
think
stuff we moved.
whales
It was
are
the first thing
legitimate
I used to
fear?
masturbate.
Nice.
Oh.
You know, everyone has that like stuffed animal.
Yeah,
So that whale is very precious to me.
for sure. you left your mark. You imprinted on it.
Like come full circle here.
Sorry, Mom.
Would you play Michael Jackson while you did that?
No.
Did
Oh,
you hold
okay.
it above your head like the
Yeah.
Chris met that whale.
I did. I met the real one.
That's
Keiko.
what they told you.
This is making me so uncomfortable right now.
He's just sweaty.
So it was
I'm like scared over here.
he was in transfer from, I forget where they were holding him initially, if it was San Diego or something like that. And he ended up in Newport, and he was only going to be there for a couple of days, and then they were going to release him in Alaska or some shit. I can't remember.
Did you touch it?
No.
I don't know.
Why
But I
wouldn't you
did
touch
see
it?
him.
Did he wink at you?
I saw him through the glass,
Right now, I'm not okay.
and he opened his mouth, and he was like, "You should go get a barbecue chicken sub at Subway." I was like, "I'm fucking going to do that." And then I went and I did that. And that was all I ate for like 6 years. Barbecue chicken subs.
Because the whale told you.
In
Favorite
Newport
food.
Beach in Oregon.
Oregon.
We went across the street. We were like, let's get some fucking Subway. We go get some Subway. And I see barbecue chicken. Is barbecue chicken on the menu? And the guy's like, yeah, it's shredded barbecue chicken. I'm like, fucking put that on the sub. You want anything else on there? No. More barbecue chicken. And that's all I ate for fucking years. Until I was like 17. And a guy at Subway in town here was like, we got to put something else on here. Do you like anything else? And I was like, I don't know. Onions, I guess? He's like, okay, I'm going to put onions on here, and we're going to try some green peppers, okay? It's like, okay. And then from there, I started adding things. But I was, 17 years old. I was eating plain-ass subs like a fucking 5-year-old.
Who suggests green peppers?
I don't like green
Like he wasn't like, hey, maybe like some lettuce. Like he wasn't gonna like ease you
Cheese?
into it.
I think it was like a crunchy thing, because I'm like a
He's
big
a crunch
texture guy.
Yeah.
Just throw some Doritos on there.
Throw some fucking
Fuck,
Doritos
I used
on.
to love eating turkey sandwiches with
Little
Cool
Frito.
Ranch chips on it. Yeah.
Does it get more Midwest than a turkey sub? Cool Ranch Doritos.
If you add a little tap potato.
Oh, fuck, I love top potato. I was gonna make fun of you about the toe thing, but I have like a legitimate fear of dolls, so.
dolls.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Like any doll, porcelain dolls.
Like porcelain, the creepy eyes, like Layla's, well, they're not real My American Girl. They're the Target brand. They sleep in the closet. They can't sleep outside of the closet. They legit are in the closet. She had it in the back of my car for long. I had no idea it was behind my seat. And then when I realized I was coming out from work, and all I could think about was driving home from work that night. I'm like, she's going to crawl up the back of my seat and then just while I'm driving the car.
So Annabelle was like a lot. For
I didn't
you.
watch it. Nope, I won't watch it.
I won't watch Free Willy either, so I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah.
I don't know if I've
That's-
told this story before.
We should do that. Just saying, that could be a podcast. We make you guys watch your
Horror
fearfuls.
movies?
Yeah, Free Willy for her. That's the first one.
It's the first
love
time
it.
anybody will see me cry.
And we just have commentary. Like,
How do you
What
feel
about you
about
guys?
walrus?
A walrus?
Yeah.
I think I'm fine with that.
What about a manatee?
That's also fine. It's,
Yeah.
so, like,
Manatees
it's
are the
something
best.
very
They're like sea
specific
cows.
about a whale. And big models of things. Like Paul Bunyan, that thing said my name,
Oh.
and I stayed in the gift shop the whole time.
Yeah,
I
it's
was like,
scary when he says your name.
Yeah, it's just
Dude,
really tall.
I
I cried in Universal in a gift shop because there's a dinosaur. It looks like a cartoon, and it's like holding. It's got like a bookshelf, and they're like selling things on it, I think. And she's like, "Go stand by it and take a picture." And I'm like, and I just start bawling, full tears.
I love
And
making
she's
her
like,
stand
she's
by
like, "Why
big
are you
models
fake
of
crying?" I was like,
things.
"I'm not." I was like, I don't like this thing.
I love making her stand by large models of things
my
and
face is
asking her
like-
to take pictures with them because she's so awkward.
And then she posted it on Facebook, and it's like me, like it's the worst photo.
Oh my God. Speaking
so
of
mean.
crying, how are you dealing with all of this Ellen debauchery?
It's rough. I think I predict the future.
she's like the worst.
because all of my burlesque numbers that I do become problematic. And I just did an Ellen number. I only did it one time out of town. I bought the underwear, got the suit, got the wig, got everything. And I was like, well, can't do that anymore.
like you have Ellen underwear.
Yeah.
And we
worst.
also we were on our way here. And we're pretty
This is
close.
bad.
We're pretty close. And she just goes, "Man, I should have a daycare. When we get a house, I should be a daycare lady, and like I'll get my license." And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, like if we have a house that fits that, totally, I'd be down for that. I will be like the Ellen DeGeneres of daycare ladies."
And then Adrian's like, nope.
I was like, "Do not say that ever." I was like, "That is like not
I was
okay
like, yeah,
to
I
say."
forgot.
Oh my God, that's really funny. Because there's some parents that would be all about that.
Yeah, they'd be like,
Right?
"I love Ellen."
Likable but firm. Yeah.
I love your floral button-ups. How many do you have?
She didn't go to Pedophile Island or anything.
Pedo Island.
Oh, Pedo Island.
Speaking of Pedo Island, pull that mic a little closer to you.
You can pull it. You can still chill.
I think it's because I'm moving positions a lot.
Yeah, well, in these chairs, it's like you get slouchy. It's easy. They're
I'm
so
also like high
comfortable.
anxiety all the time, so I'm just like,
Ah.
What do I do with my hands?
I did want to ask if we're getting controversial. When the press bar stuff happened.
and they thought I burned it down.
Did they think you burned
Yeah.
it down for
It was like
real?
a big no.
Oh,
no.
I'm like, what?
No one thought I burned it down.
They knew you burned it down.
I was there with the group that made the phone call that it was on fire.
Holy shit.
So we actually, oddly enough, got some backlash from that as well, which I was like, why would I not call a building that's like on fire?
Especially
Like,
if it's
why would I
right
not
next
call
to
that
yours.
in?
Like, if it's going to potentially start our building on fire.
I was like, it's not me being intrusive in any way that I decided to call like 911 with a burning building right there. But apparently it was to some people.
Like they wanted you to just let the thing.
Yeah, which I find very strange, but
oh.
That is weird. But they're like shut down, right?
oh yeah.
The building's gone?
The building's gone. They filled like half of it.
Okay.
I think they didn't fill it all the way because they have to do something to the side of like the Cowboy Jacks wall. From what I know, the plan is that they want to like put grass over it and make it more of like a community like area, which I think is really nice.
Yeah.
I just don't think that can legally happen for maybe a year or two still, just because of like the trials of everything for it.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean I don't know what we're allowed to say, but like the guy, yeah.
Yeah, he
It's
did
in the
it.
news.
He did it.
You can legally say
Well,
it.
I mean, I didn't know from
Public
your guys'
record.
perspective if you were allowed to
Oh,
speak
I mean-
on it or not.
They read the news too.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's crazy. People are insane.
It was the hottest bar.
It was the hottest bat.
Well, what's weird is that people are so bored now still with like COVID that we have people from the cities that are driving up and being like, "Oh yeah, I drove all the way from the cities just to come here and look at the building." And I was
What?
like,
The best is the
what
people from
building?
out of town will come and they're like, oh, well, like where should we go? What else can we check out? Like they're in that bar asking what other bar they can go to before ordering something, and then she'll be like, go check out the press.
Yeah, I'm like, go to the press. It's a hot new spot.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
You guys should do like in the red carpet, because there's so many fucking nooks and crannies in that place. Do like an Alice in Wonderland thing and like have different versions of Alice in Wonderland.
Oh.
all
or we
throughout
should
the
just
bar.
play Clue.
Or you could play Clue.
I've always wanted it to be like an actual haunted like tour thing. I think that'd be fun because
Yes.
I know that place is haunted.
Really? Speak on that some more.
So we've had some things happen to like some staff members, and of course like the owners don't believe in any of it. Which I mean, if I had to be there like all day, every day, sometimes by myself, I would probably tell myself that ghosts aren't real too.
I do know one time I was there late at night and I heard the sound. It sounded like three ghosts making love in this one specific area.
In a
the
in a
band
dressing
room?
room?
It was,
back.
yeah.
That was real.
Oh my God.
Unfortunately.
Oh, good. I'm glad it wasn't ghosts.
But like we've had glass fly randomly, and actually like they react to kind of like how the staff is reacting at a moment. So we've had glass fly in the pubs specifically when like I have been very upset behind the bar, or like something is like happening and I'm like arguing with a customer, and like, yeah. And you've seen shoes.
Yeah, like red high heels.
What do you mean?
Just like red high heels. That's all I've seen.
Where?
And then I went to like, I used to clean there. So I'd be by myself at like 7, 8 in the morning alone in the entire building. And there was like the martini downstairs bathrooms. And I'm like, oh no, the door's locked. Like, that's super weird. Like, someone's probably slept in here last night. I should get them out of here. And I go to open the stall and I like look if there's feet. There's no feet. I look again and I see like a red high heel type of thing. And then I took like a key to slide because it's those little spin locks.
Oh, okay.
And all of a sudden I unlock the door and the lock just starts going. Like the fastest it's ever been. I was like, I'm out of here. I left the building. I was like, I'm done. Like, I can't do this. I'm out. Wow. Yeah. Super wild.
Well, and then Steven, when he used to be like just a door guy, like security. So this had to have been like 4 years ago or something like that. There's one lady ghost, and I'm pretty sure it's that one. That like really is into him and like likes him a lot, and he's seen her and he's like felt her like touch him, and like he's seen like her hand. One time he looked up and she was like right above, like floating above him, and like he swears her name's Teresa, like knows like way
Brittany.
too much. Yeah.
Teresa, I bet. She wears red high heels for sure.
Wow.
But yeah, then there's some other stories of like people that have worked there for forever, and they're like, oh, I've seen someone in a gas mask. Like they've seen people where they thought they were real, and they've like come up to them to like talk to them and be like, why are you in this room? You're not supposed to be here. And then they disappear.
Well, and like weird physical things, like all of the electronic games will just turn on. Like
Yeah.
out of nowhere. It'll like ding, 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 ding.
I
You're
hate
like,
that.
"What?"
That happened to me actually last week.
I love it.
I love this. You don't even believe in this shit. Don't
No,
pretend
but that's
like
why
you
it's
do.
so awesome.
I do. I'm all about this.
I never did until something happened to me.
Yeah,
and I was
it
like,
needs to
okay.
happen. And then
Yeah.
I saw something, and that was where I like don't even know how to really like describe it at all, but it was one night when I was there with just like Steven and then another one of our like security guys at the time, and I was like talking to them, and then I look over and I see this thing, and like Tyler was the other guy. He like looks at me and he goes, we need to go. And I was like, yep, we need to go. And then we all just like left. Wow. And it was like it was weird.
I love it.
Chris, you need to see something so you can be a believer.
I have seen
Yeah, you gotta-
something.
You have not.
Just go in the basement of Saudi. You'll see something.
Oh yeah, the basement of Saudi is really creepy too.
I've been
It's
punched
haunted.
by something.
What?
Yeah. I was going to the bathroom. Like, I usually go to the
punch while
bathroom.
peeing?
Yeah, so I usually go to the bathroom upstairs, and I only go down there if I have to. And there was like, this person was taking forever, and I was like, okay, I gotta go, and I gotta get back up to my shift. And I'm down there, and I'm like sitting on the toilet, and all of a sudden I felt like something like hit me, like back of the shoulder. And I was like, that's really weird. And I looked, and I was like, the toilet tank's not there. That's bizarre. I like put everything on, and I run up the stairs, and I was like, I'm gonna just like unbutton my shirt and let me know if like there's something on my back. And there's like a knuckle mark. Terrifying.
It's like those scary things I would watch where like people would get like all of a sudden you could see them getting scratched and stuff.
Yeah.
Fucking
like
scary.
whatever is there's the weirdest. It'll like lock doors and knock and like stuff, and it's I won't go to the basement alone. And they all the kitchen laughs at me.
Well, they obviously haven't been punched, have they?
They don't believe in it. They think it's a good thing. They're like, oh, it's good luck. And there's like an older guy who's worked there for years, and he calls me Anthony, and he was like, oh, Anthony, you not missed a tough guy tonight. You had to go to the basement with somebody else. And I was like, there's some down there. Yeah. Like,
That's hilarious. He calls you Anthony.
oh yeah, it's super weird. But I love it. Like he did it one night. He's like, hey, Anthony, how are you? Like nonchalant. I was like, did you just call me Anthony? Yeah, tonight you look like Anthony to me. Tomorrow you Annie again. I don't know. And I was like, just keep doing it. I like it. It's strange.
I've told you this story how many times?
I forget it because You're
right.
so fake about it. You don't believe. I want to feel belief inside you when you're telling this, please.
I believe. Okay.
He doesn't believe. Don't let him
No.
Okay.
What you think is because I can explain it, therefore I don't believe. Whatever. My thing is,
be a believer.
it's if your brain can concoct it, then it is as real as it needs to be. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter how fake it is in that moment.
Blah, blah,
That
blah. Just tell
adrenaline
us the story.
All right.
Because I've had weird shit happen in my parents' house. It's haunted. I hate that house. I had to have my mom nail my closet door shut because there was dolls in the closet, and I swear they
You
were
can
fucking
just
talking.
feel
And my
stuff.
brother could hear it too. He's like, "There's something talking in the closet." And I go, "I know." It's
Oh
all.
my God.
No.
So then my mom nailed shut.
See, and that's what we're scared of.
Yep.
With getting a home.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, because, yeah. Okay, so when I was in 4th grade, I went to stay the night at TC Goss's house. That's right, TC Goss, fuck you. So their grandma lived with them. And we used to go over there and we would watch, because for some reason she had the biggest TV in the house. So we would go, sit in a room, watch something. And I go over there and we're all in grandma's room, but grandma's not there. And I'm like, where's grandma? And he's like, oh, she died. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, she died in here.
Just like
I'm
nonchalant.
like, fuck, man. They must have known it was coming or something because they didn't really seem to faze them. But yeah, she died. And then I am staying the night there. So I'm like, fuck. Go to bed. And I wake up in the middle of the night. And the way that their living room was, it was one of those houses where like there's a hallway and then immediately there's rooms. So it's like living room, hallway, rooms, kitchen. Yeah. I'm laying down and I'm facing that hallway. And I see this blue figure go across the hallway and then like stop. Must have noticed that I noticed it. And then I don't know if I passed out or what, but like I just...
did she flash you? She was wearing a muumuu for sure.
I thought she was wearing slippers, but her tits had just flapped over her feet.
You want some hot dish?
The other crazy thing that happened to me, this is the wildest one. Like, that was whatever.
Can you put your gum in your mouth? It's driving me crazy. You're
Sorry.
playing with it.
I have to eat half of it because it's 4 milligrams of nicotine, and too much makes my tummy hurt.
Oh.
So, camping on Mount Hood in Oregon, and they had like these like planks, and then it was like old school, like the green canvas over a rope type of shit. Sleeping, and I can feel something pulling at my sleeping bag, and I was just too freaked out, and I can see, like, I'm looking up and I can see that I'm moving slightly, and like everything in me is like, fucking move. And then I finally jump up and I look, and my feet were out of the tent. And there was no rustle. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you didn't hear anything moving in the bushes, nothing.
And that doesn't make you a believer?
Not at all.
I know. He doesn't want
You
to
gotta like lock him in the carpet overnight, and then
Yes. I'll lock you in the carpet
We make
overnight.
a
Bring a
video.
Ouija board.
Ooh.
No, because I don't want to
you
go
gotta work
back.
there. Yeah, I was like, don't do
Yeah.
that.
If you look into it, the brain is capable. See, it shouldn't mean that it discounts anything, because the fact that your brain is able to create anything like this is fucking insane. You know what I mean?
You are correct
Yeah.
though as well, because I started going to therapy because my anxiety was like super bad. Once like I was able to go back to work, and like going from like doing nothing to doing everything, it was
sure.
really hard for me.
Yeah.
So I have always been like such a believer of like spirits and being like, oh my gosh, I've like seen shadows, I've heard voices. Like, does that make me like crazy? Am I like making this up in my head? Like, what if there's something actually like wrong with me? I don't know what's going on. Yeah. So that was like another thing that got brought up. And apparently, if you are someone that sees like figures or shadows, or when you're by yourself, you never like feel like you're fully by yourself. It actually has a lot to do with trauma,
Oh, yeah.
like past trauma. So you personally just don't feel safe by yourself until you're able to kind of like get through that past trauma a little bit, break down those walls, and then be a lot more like at ease and more comfortable. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, so like I've always had a fear of the dark, and I don't think I've ever said this to anybody, but
Not even me.
yeah. One time, so like me and my brothers were fucking horrible children. Like, especially when we lived in the ghetto, like we were awful, terrible. So my mom trying to wrangle 5 boys is a fucking nightmare. One time, I don't know what I did, but she'd gotten like so upset that she locked me in the bathroom, and the light couldn't turn on for some reason, and she covered the bottom of the door, and I was just trapped in darkness. It was fucking mortifying. I've never thought about that, but it's probably why I was so fucking afraid of the DAC.
And I had a similar situation happen to me, which is why I'm afraid of the dark as well. So I wouldn't take my medicine when I was like super sick one night. So my dad put me on top of the refrigerator and turned off all the lights because he knew I wouldn't be able to like jump down.
Oh, wow.
And like left me there for like a solid it felt like to me all night, but it was probably only like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so same.
Yeah. Well, and I think like, the more like as I've grown up, I'm like, yeah, it's super fucking rational. I can't see shit. I don't know what the fuck's out there. Like, if you're outside and you can't see anything, like, of course I'm going to be fucking afraid. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
If I was in the same space and the lights are on, I'm fine. I don't have any clothes on, but I'm fine.
Landon's afraid of the dark too. He had to do this thing like what my teacher should know about me, and he's like, I'm afraid of the dark, and I was like, you fucking pussy.
Your house is actually like haunted, and he just sees things all the time.
Yeah, and it's always dark things.
Yeah, but I mean, so when in like when people go to haunted houses in groups, because it's a like a herd thing, like it's very primal. When you see that somebody else is on edge, it puts you on edge because you're like, what are they afraid of that I'm not seeing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like so that type of stuff in those group settings, like it's very common for people to see the same thing because your brain is trying to figure out why are they so fucking freaked out, and then they point something out.
I went on a ghost tour when I was in New Orleans. It was super sweet.
You went to a ghost store?
I went on a ghost tour.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't see any ghosts, but fucking awful stories down in New Orleans. Lots of murders, and we'd go to all these different places where things happened, and I'm like, where's the ghost? Where's the ghost? Where's the ghost? Where's the ghost?
Oh, so was it like one of those like murder tours then?
Yeah, essentially
Cool.
they called it a ghost tour, but yeah, we went to all these like the vampire of New Orleans, like this is where all this stuff happened. I'm like, wow, look for a ghost, look for a ghost. I'm gonna take a lot of pictures. So I'm just like snapping with my phone. Yep, one of these is gonna have ghosts in it.
Yeah.
Yep. And then you scroll through and you're like, is it? No,
Is
that's just
that
a
an
light.
orb?
Yeah,
Could
yeah.
be an
I'm
orb.
like, oh.
No,
And then
that's just dust.
They did the American. I don't watch American Horror Picture or horror.
American Horror Story?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did the one about the lady from New Orleans with the slaves. Yeah, we went to her building, and I'm like sitting there.
so dope.
Okay, she's gonna be in here for sure. She's gonna be in here. And then I go through the
That's
pictures.
why I want to go to New Orleans because
It's
I want to look at all
crazy.
of that stuff.
It is so
and I want to go to
cool.
voodoo shops.
I just
Yes,
want to
we
eat
went
seafood.
to we went to one of the
Food, yeah,
Yeah.
That's a good.
we went to the pharmacy or whatever out like the voodoo shop, and it was so cool. So much
I wanna
history.
Okay, it's time for our favorite segment.
You guys really want that?
The schnacks.
All right, you want to read it?
Yeah, grabs that thing.
Oh, please read it. Can't wait for you to pronounce this.
Yeah.
It's Viva
Las Vegas.
Canessi al limoncello.
Now say it with elegance. Say it like it's a perfume.
Canessi al limoncello.
Oh, tu manges chocolat
Yeah, that
with the
was nice, right?
Oui? No?
Now I want to have sex with that candy.
Can you
At
open
least
it? She opens everything. I can't do anything with these claws.
I made Chris open her. And was
I was
like,
gonna say something.
She can't
I
even
fucking
open
love
fruit
those nails.
snacks. You have to open the fruit
You gotta
snacks.
do it
I
with your
can't
teeth.
do it.
Oh my god! By the way, that photo I took of you where I put the cat in your hands.
Oh, did you want to save this for a scrapbook? Was it short?
Do I look like a scrapbooker?
It's a Midwest thing.
Actually, you probably
wanna
would
save this for your-
scrapbook.
Yeah,
No, I tried it once. And I'm like, no, this is shit.
But you tried it.
I did try it.
And that's what
I tried
matters.
finding a hobby. I don't have any hobbies. I'm just not good at like.
I have too many hobbies.
You could dance and take her clothes off in burlesque. And
I
that
know,
could be
but I
your
can't do
hobby.
it right now.
Oh, well. That was a lot. Those are huge.
Those are
Oh
huge.
my god, that's
Grab
what
one.
she said.
That was a lot of work. How many calories are in those?
You just burned them all. Yeah. You gotta grab one.
You ready?
Don't eat it yet.
Oh, it smells so good.
Yeah.
I'm not a
I
lemon
mean, you
person.
can open it and smell, but don't take a bite just yet.
The wrapper doesn't smell very
Yeah.
appealing.
Okay, before we do this though, you can actually start doing burlesque things again because we are having our first show on the 23rd with all of the CDC regulations in play and actually a little bit more just to make sure that everyone feels extra safe.
Where can people find out more about that?
You can follow Nikita Cat on Facebook. Or you could go to the Vendetta Vixens or Nikita's Kittens page as well.
How do you
And
spell
we
Nikita?
have Nakita. Cat? K-A-T.
I thought cat was spelled
Nikita
with a
Cat.
C. That's confusing for me.
I'm glad you spelled it.
But no, there's an event and we're only doing tabletop tickets.
Oh.
We're close to being sold out. So if you
Wow.
guys want to come, you can, buy a little ticket.
Watch some tassels spin.
Yeah.
What day is that on?
On a Friday,
Okay. Wait, what was the date again? October
23rd.
23rd. Okay.
But if all goes well, then I think I'm going to be ready to start doing one-on-one classes again. So we're going to kind of see how this goes. Goes really well. We'll probably do a show in December. After that, we might start doing the every month thing again. But we just want to make sure that everyone feels like good and safe.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Good plug. Well done.
That was good.
She's
She's just trying.
to throw that in
She's
there.
trying to recruit me.
Yeah, she just went to see
like-
your tat
She's like,
Yeah.
get that fat ass on the stage.
Kim, you's a hottie.
I can still wall twerk. I'm pretty pumped about that. I thought I couldn't do it sober, and I definitely can. I did it on a tree at my friend's wedding last weekend.
That's what happened? You did that in front of the kids?
tell you what I did.
Deborah.
I was wearing pants. They didn't know. They just saw my
Pants
butt
on.
moving, and I'm like, meh. To back that ass.
And then your daughter's like, yeah, Mom.
No, Lane and Layla are like, Mom, what are you doing? And they ran up there like, oh no. And I'm like, eh.
Like most kids
Highly
would get
embarrassed.
embarrassed at like their parents doing the lawnmower or some shit.
There's Kim throwing her legs up
Twerking
on
on
a
a
tree.
tree.
Back.
That's a hilarious thought. Like kids, when they grow up, like, did your parents ever twerk on the wall? Yeah.
You know what my
We're all
mom
gonna
did?
be doing that.
She twerked on a tree in the middle of the woods.
Do you guys like?
I used-
You ever go through old photos and find pamphlets for Nikita's cats?
My mom has a burlesque room, and it is so embarrassing. Just giant pictures of us in just pasties, and then we're like, "Come on, kids, we'll give you a tour."
And then they bring their friends over. They're like, don't go in that room.
We're grooming conservatives.
Yeah.
Our kids are going to go so hard the other way.
Yep.
It's actually hilarious the way it's set up right now because it's like our office is split. Like half of the room's hers, half is mine. So it's just Legos and action figures. And then you have all these like burlesque whips and leather masks and feather outfits.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, it's very funny.
God damn it! That
I hope
sounds
you
like a
guys
music video.
When you buy a house, you still keep that one room split though.
Well, it was even better when we like were giving the tour to my parents, and then I'm like, "And that's my whip." Okay.
You guys like Indiana Jones, right?
Yeah. It's like for cosplay things.
That's a fly swatter.
Oh, that's funny. Big fucking flies.
All right, can we take a bite now?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh. It's hard to buy it.
Yeah.
I can't get in there.
I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was
it's
gonna
not
be
creamy at
gushier.
all.
I thought it was creamy too. I thought something was going to ooze out.
Yeah, it looks very oozy.
It needs more lemon.
Yeah. Like they say lemon,
Let me see this. This is false advertising.
but they were like,
It's not bad.
That looks like a ooey gooey sticky
It
icky.
does.
And in here, it's just like, what happened to my yogurt?
It's not bad, but it's not really good.
It's to distract you from how shitty the chocolate is.
This would be good if you put it in like a coffee or like you let it melt.
Yeah, there you go.
You feel it?
Is that what they're supposed to be?
No.
We can't read it.
Let me get it back here.
That would make sense for how big they are.
Costco has these cocoa balls that you put in a cup and you pour warm milk over and it makes hot cocoa. And it's like a bath bomb, but it's a cocoa
Did
ball.
you put the whole thing in your mouth?
I'm into
Yeah,
that.
I don't have
Adrienne
time.
wanted to make those.
Yeah, I wanted to make them and sell them, and then they went fucking viral.
Motherfuckers.
Because
Now
we,
I'm
we
like-
need another side project in our lives, don't we?
Yeah, there's so many things.
You guys really do hustle.
Yeah.
Do you sleep?
Say, you guys have a sleep?
Well, and the anxiety helps with that. So
You
then
feel
I'm
like you
just
don't-
like,
but then
wow,
one
I
day-
only slept for 4 hours and it's fine.
But then you have that one day where you crash hard.
Whoa.
And then your anxiety comes back the next day like, oh, I missed on doing so many things. I slept
Yep.
too long.
I didn't get enough commissions done this week.
What do you think, Annie?
It's called a praline. I thought that was a cookie.
That is a cookie.
It says these are pralines.
It's a fucking lie.
I'm
It's
going
not
to
true.
call Marshall's.
As if 2020 wasn't hard enough.
You should give those out. You should give the rest of those out for Halloween. And
Can
really
I-
like talk
Can
them
I
up.
tell you something? I just watched the whole series of Glee again.
I feel like you just
Oh,
got
we did that too.
I never watched. I got to before Finn died, and then I didn't watch anymore. I freaking bawled like a baby during that episode, like
that episode was so sad.
because they're really crying, like.
On a
And then
happier
I
note.
watched the series finale today, bawled again like a freaking
I
baby.
know.
I'm like,
Well, and
like-
for some reason, I just remembered the last episode of everything being horrible, and then I watched it again, and I was like, "This was so great."
but do you know what year it was in the series finale?
Oh yeah, 2020.
2020. I'm
Yeah.
like, nah,
So
y'all
it was
wouldn't be
so
together.
funny.
Yep.
There would no be Tony Awards going on here. You guys would all be wearing masks. Yeah. I thought it was funny. I was watching them like, oh, 2020, really? It's
And I was like,
not.
wild.
Could you imagine if it was? They'd be doing mumble rap songs. And you're like, the Glee Club does mumble rap? What? This is cool.
Yeah.
The best is after watching it, we would just burst out in public doing Glee
Yeah, and
numbers.
do, like,
We're
and would sing and dance.
and then
And
we
then
like grab each other and our friends are like, what are you doing?
And I'd be like, I get to be Blaine. I was like, I'm Blaine this time.
Oh,
And then like
Blaine.
songs would come on like anywhere, and I'd be like, oh, remember when Rachel did this song?
I love it. So are you guys Klain then? Do you feel like you're like the female version of Klain?
I am not Kurt. Come on.
No, you're not. No.
Well, I mean, you actually stole your outfits from Blaine.
Did you really?
I don't think I did.
She was like,
She
"Oh my
says I
god,
did.
I'm Blaine," and I
you-
was like, "Yeah, you wear bow ties and you wear tight pants and you do love sweater vests and you always wear like button-up shirts." She took Blaine's look and she won't admit it.
I think
Look
you're,
at her hair.
You're a mixture of Guy Fieri and Blaine.
Mr. Rogers.
And Mr. Rogers.
Also,
yeah.
I got a bone to pick here. There's not any. Well, there's one. There's not enough Rod Stewart in Glee. Okay.
Oh.
That could have been a whole episode.
There wasn't enough like boy bands.
No, Rod
I
Stewart
thought
is
the
more
same
iconic
thing.
than
I'm like, what the hell?
I was like, okay, Brittany gets 2 episodes, but where's NSYNC?
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's true.
Like you're telling me Lance would not have just guest like starred an episode?
And where
think
was
all
the
of them would.
Misfits episode? Come on.
Oh.
Yeah, there was really no like punk.
And I'm like, where's the REO Speedwagon? They were so obsessed with Journey. Where's REO Speedwagon?
One song. I think it's a song that Finn sings to the ultrasound.
Yeah.
No.
No. That's Journey.
Yeah. I don't think there was any REO.
A lot of Foreigner.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
But I'm like, damn, I forgot how much I liked the singing in Glee. But I didn't like the new kids. I had a hard time. I did not like
Yeah.
them.
No.
They just don't beat the original cast.
No.
Yeah.
Also, Mr. Shu, don't rap. Okay? Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Not
you.
So
good.
just
Thanks.
don't touch your students.
I know. He touches them
Yes.
so much.
So inappropriate.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of problematic things happening
Yeah.
there.
And who is like, my student's now my best friend. Come on over. Like,
My
after
student
you
that just graduated, you're going to be my best man now.
you're
yeah,
at my
like,
wedding.
what?
I don't have any real life friends.
It is really odd.
Oh, the other episode, Bald Like a Baby, is when Sue's sister dies.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Charlie and the Chocolate
Yeah.
Factory,
That was
like,
real
Willy Wonka
sad.
part. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I feel like someone died. Because once you finish a series, you're like,
Now you're like, what am I going to do now?
Yeah.
And you know what you should do? Watch Bly Manor.
I thought you were going to say burlesque.
No, that movie's horrible. Don't watch
No.
it.
No, like do burlesque.
Oh, yes.
I was like, that was a perfect
Put a tree in the red
Yes.
carpet. I'm good to go.
Yeah. We have those.
You have trees?
Yeah, we have so many Christmas trees.
Why don't we
We'll
just
probably do
we could just
something.
start our own adult glee club.
Oh, there you go. That's a
Stop.
great idea.
I can't even
Stop
sing,
it.
but I'll do in the background.
Right?
Stop it.
I can't
Don't
sing
even.
either.
I'll just
Stop trying to get me to do another project.
Just
recreate
stop.
Glee song. Oh, I'm there. I'm in the background though because I can't sing. But
Am I crazy, or did it seem like Kurt stopped loving Blaine? Like when they were in New
Well,
York?
did you not see?
he didn't watch any. Yeah, they did. They broke up quite a few times, and then they got. I think the
No, I know, but like
oh,
even
wait.
when they were supposed to be like back together, like the
I
acting
think
seemed like he
it's
was
weird.
like there
so
was a
then
disconnect.
I do this. I go on a Instagram thing where I go through all their Instagrams.
Oh, I do that too.
So I'm like, how close were they when they weren't like when
Yeah.
they weren't together? And
Oh.
Kurt, his character doesn't really post a lot of pictures with any other people except that one lady that was in the one season that dated Puck.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're best friends in real life, but he doesn't like post any
So
pictures
maybe
with
he's
like.
not very close to
Checked
anybody
out.
else.
Yeah, I'm like, because him and Rachel were so close, and I'm like, they have to be close in real life, and it's like no, none with him and Darren or anything like that. But then there's like Leah Michelle with like,
I mean, she seems like a hard person to ever be close to.
yeah, but she's like best friends with the guy that played Jesse St. James. They're like best friends in real life.
That's because they did Broadway with
Yeah.
each other before the show actually happened. So they were a part of Spring Awakening, which won like all the Tony Awards. Like it was
Holy
wild.
shit.
Yeah.
Did you
so
see
they were
her-
famous and then got that role.
Did you see what's her name? Rachel?
Leah Michelle.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
refer to her as Rachel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just
Rachel.
I call her by the character
Rachel
names.
Barry.
Did you see her audition tape for Glee?
I have.
Was she bitchy in it?
But I
It's
don't
very
fully
funny
remember.
because she's
I think
like,
they made her character like her though.
because she fucked up a line and she was like, I'm gonna do that again, and they all started laughing.
Because they're like,
And
that's
she's
who
like,
you are.
okay, no, seriously. And it's really funny that they were like, perfect, shut the fuck up.
like this
Keep-
is you.
Keep being
You're
an
in.
asshole. That's exactly what we want. It's very funny. And then so every time I see her acting like that, I wonder if the writers are like, that's the bitch. That's the one that we wanted.
Yep.
You're like deep
That's
into
her.
Glee in this room.
Yeah,
Damn.
I mean, I just watched them all.
I feel this way about Saved by the Bell, so it's a little,
oh,
That makes so much sense.
little further. But
Also, her look.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've always wanted to be Zach Morris.
100%.
Duh.
Lady,
Hello, Kelly
ladies
Kapowski.
man. I
she's
love that.
still so pretty too.
I know.
If you,
She's in
Her
that.
number one crush.
Did you watch that one show?
I love her.
What's that show that
I was just
Layla
gonna say,
watched?
but I took it back. But I'm gonna say it now. I was gonna say, were you grinding up on a whale to that? But no, you weren't.
No, but I accidentally met her, and I'm dying so much happier in my grave.
You accidentally met
How'd
her?
you
Yeah.
accidentally meet her?
In Central Park at a hot dog stand.
What?
And that's
Stop
real life.
it.
Not lying.
Oh my god.
Crazy times.
Did you say hi?
I did something worse.
What'd you do? Nothing.
We're on the flight to New York. My sister's like, "What's the one thing you want to do?" And I was like, "Me, Kelly Kapowski," like as a joke. So like hilarious. Also, why would I say that, idiot? And we went to the NBC like store, and they have the gift shops. Of course, they have like Saved by the Bell shirt. So I bought a Zack Attack shirt because it was the band from the show, and I loved it.
Yeah.
And then we're walking outside, and I'm like, "Woo!" Like I see her, and I've got like the shaky shakes, and I'm like. I'm like, is that her? I was like, is that Kelly Kapowski? My sister's like, you mean Tiffany Amber Thiessen? And like turns and she's like, it is. And she's like, oh my God, you have to go. You have to take a picture. You have to go tell her you bought a shirt right now and go take a picture right now. And I was like, I can't. I was like, I can't move. I'm not okay. And then I go over there and I'm like, you're the reason I'm a lesbian. Can I take a picture with you? And it's so awkward. And she's like, that's so funny. You're so cute. And then we're taking the picture and my face is just like, And we have the same color hair, so we look like siblings. It's kind of weird, but yeah.
Do you have the picture?
I have the
so
picture. It was
funny.
my profile picture for a long duration of
Now I'm
time.
gonna have to do some
Oh my
snooping
god.
later.
I mean, definitely send me that so that I can.
But like
That's
best
the name
moment
of the. That's
of
the
my
name of the
life.
episode. You're the reason why I'm a lesbian.
No.
Saved by the Bell.
Zack attack.
Mrs. Annie Kapowski.
Yeah.
That's the name of the episode.
What a
But I
time,
was
though.
gonna say that show with the like her daughter has
Yeah,
cancer.
the one on Netflix, Alexa and Katie or whatever.
I haven't watched it.
What? She's a mom in it, and her daughter gets the
I
cancer.
haven't watched it. Now I gotta watch it.
It's a good. It's a good.
I
Series.
tried watching a cooking show, but I was just like,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to watch people cook. It's weird though because we have like paid to meet celebrities at cons and like you meet your heroes and your icons and like that one was an accident and that was like the top of the tops for me. So boom.
Well, what's another toppity top? What's one that comes to mind?
We met the Pink Power
I
Ranger.
was just gonna say the Pink Ranger,
and both of us were smitten.
because both of us are just like fangirling so hard, and I'm like, hi.
And we are hovering over this tiny lady. Like she's short and we're like, hey, we're fans of Power Rangers. Hi. Can we take a picture with you?
And then she's like, oh, cool. Are you going to be at my panel later? And we're like, yeah.
And we're like, yeah. And Adrienne's like, why didn't you say anything? I was like, why didn't you?
I was like, I don't know.
I was like, I couldn't either. Like, so awkward.
It was morphin' time in your panties.
Yeah.
Jillian Anderson.
Like,
Jillian Anderson was really good too.
Jillian Anderson was good. And like, there was a strict rule of like, you cannot touch her. And the people in her line are like sweating, like, they got like X-Files Barbies and they are ready to meet her. And they're like, do not touch her. Do not touch her. She does not like to be touched. Like, they're coming through the line. I've never had that happen in meeting one.
And I'm more so geeking out because I've seen every episode of X-Files. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm so excited. And I was like, I won't touch her. I'm going to keep my hands to myself. Like, it's fine.
Oh no.
Drum
So-
roll, please.
We go up to her and she touches us.
Stop it.
And I was like,
Did you point at the line like "fuck you"?
I still kept my hands to the side. And I was like, you can touch me. It's okay.
And it's on our living room wall, framed.
Those are some great
It's great.
stories. Anyone else?
She met the Weasleys. That was more her thing. I wasn't really
Yeah.
deep into the Harry Potters.
Wait, what?
The Weasley twins.
Oh, the Weasleys.
Oh,
And True
They
Blood.
were really nice.
You met that lady. The True
yeah,
Blood
why can't
lady.
I think of her name right
I
now?
don't know her name either. We met Ernie Hudson, Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
He was like the most genuine dude.
Wait, which one is he?
The black one.
I was gonna say, is
Okay.
he the black one?
I was gonna say it's either the black guy or the Jewish guy, and I just can't say it.
We did meet the Green Ranger.
Oh, which no,
No.
thank you. He's like on crack.
He needs Ritalin. He's like cracking boards. He's like, "Hey, everybody, you want to see me crack a wood board?
He's like, it's morphin' time.
If
And
you
then
want
he's
to take
like,
photos, get in this line over here.
he's like
Come
taking
watch me."
5-hour energies like left and right, just like
Whoa.
drinking them.
Yeah,
I'm like,
chugging them. And they're letting him host the costume contest. And he is like, the people in the contest should be pretty stoked because they're cosplaying. And he's like, coming up next to the stage. And you're like, oh. And then it's really sad because Gilbert Godfrey was next to him and has no line. He's just like popping Tylenols.
which he's like,
You can
he
tell he
never
just has
has
a-
a line.
Yeah.
he never has a line. But it's like hilarious watching him just sit and watch other people have lines.
And he's
where you're
there
like, wow, I
every
feel
year.
bad for
Like,
you.
we almost sympathy went to his line.
I think they're afraid something racist is gonna come out of his mouth.
Well, his face is just like that. So he's just like there, like,
Did you
Take
see,
a
Pop and style.
have you heard his read of WAP?
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Coming live for the Swedish pussy. Gilbert Godfrey's out of
And
his
you guys
fucking
didn't go in
mind.
his line just to make him feel better? Do you have to pay to go in their lines?
Yeah, like
Some
you have to
people,
pay.
some people are like pretty decent. They're like, "Hey, $5, like we know you're fans," and then other people are like, $220,
Yeah.
for a signature."
Yeah.
and you're like, "Okay, nah."
I wanted to meet Luke Cage pretty bad.
Oh, Steven met him. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That dude, I mean, the whole like Marvel, like the Defenders series, I was so bummed out. Like the last seasons that they did, you could tell that Disney was like, all right, you guys are on your way out, so just fucking wrap it up.
yeah.
And the storylines just fucking fell off. Like they were like
Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones. That was such a fucking good show.
I know, and then they just like.
Yeah.
Did they ever make The Defenders?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even watch it.
It's
I
actually
think they
great.
just make like these shows, and then they get one show that's like big box, like selling it, and then they're just like everything else doesn't matter
But
anymore,
they
which is
did
sad.
The directors, like, I mean, with Daredevil,
I never watched that.
holy shit, dude! Like, the guy who plays Matt Murdock kills it so good, and they pay homage to like these like old school like kung fu movies, and like I don't know if you've heard of the hallway scene, but like it's super famous because it's one shot. So there's no cutaways.
cool.
So it's a one shot of, so you can like feel his like exhaustion as he's going through, and oh my God, it's incredible. So the directors do a really fucking good job. The guy who plays Kingpin is phenomenal. Even Iron Fist wasn't
I was
terrible.
gonna say, was Iron Fist good?
It was okay. But then that one was the worst, the way that they ended that season. Oh my God.
And that only got one season.
2.
Oh God, why?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which again, it was like
Okay.
the directors, they all did great. They like,
Did they?
yeah. Until Disney was like, wrap it up.
Yeah.
So it all fell off. But fuck, man, definitely like, I mean, Elektra. You know who that is? Mm-hmm. The lady that they got to play her is awesome. Like, more like the comics than I think they've ever
that's
portrayed her. You know what I mean? Like, she's actually Asian, which she's fucking supposed to be. And she has this British accent, and like she just does these like, she's kind of anti-hero, but she's more evil than she is anything else. It's fantastico. Instead of
now
fucking
we can watch that.
Jennifer
Add that to the
Lawrence playing Elektra,
Yeah.
fuck were they thinking?
What was she thinking?
Yeah. Ay, ay, ay.
Like, stay in your little like teeny boppers,
Yeah.
like those weird love movies.
Well, but also like,
And
it
also
doesn't even
don't-
make sense for the character.
No.
She's not a honky.
I was just gonna be like, don't pretend to be Asian. That's kind of the big thing.
When Tilda Swinton played Tilda Swinton plays that monk in Doctor Strange. She called oh my God, Megan Cho. You know who that is?
That sounds so familiar
she's
to me.
This Korean comic. She was
Yeah,
on Mad
yes.
TV too back in the day.
Yeah.
But for some reason, Tilda Swinton called her and was like, "Hey, what do you think about this?" And it was really weird. Like a rep called her, and then they were like, "Yeah, Tilda wants to talk to you." And
Strange.
And then on that podcast that I was talking about earlier, Tiger Belly, she was like, "I'm not that many people watch this show. I'll just fucking tell you guys." And then boom, the next day, TMZ was like, "Boom, boom, boom, boom."
Yeah.
What
Until-
happened?
Well, she was like, "Yeah, Tilda Swinton called and Margaret Cho." That's why I was fucking it up.
Oh,
Margaret Cho. She was like, "No, it's not okay. You shouldn't do it." And Tilda Swinton did it anyways.
Money.
Yeah.
Well, it's like Avatar when that live action movie came out. So I like binged like the whole cartoon series during
That was a wreck.
during quarantine, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna watch the live action movie. Like, I've never seen it. I don't know. I don't even remember any of the commercials for it. Like, I don't remember anything. I like turned it on and I was like, oh my God, that's Jasper from Twilight. And I was like, why? And I was like, this is so inappropriate that the leads are white. And then you have like,
The name pronunciations.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Like
Like the cultural appropriation was beyond.
The weird thing
anything.
is that M. Night Shyamalan, he's Asian.
That's what I said. I never watched the cartoon really. Like if she had it on, it was watching it, and I was like, "This is like really problematic," and I don't even know what's going on here. And I was like, "Who directed this?" And I googled it, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah, exactly.
And
he
And I'm
was
like, was it Nickelodeon that like made him like cast that way. I don't know.
Yeah, I
but
don't know. But they leaned on him and they were like, okay, the onus is like all on you, man. We want you to do all the research and da 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 da. And he was like, yeah, I fucking got this. He like was really connected with the actors, and so yeah, he seemed totally fine with it.
Well, and I suppose it was like at the time where having a lead role be Asian was problematic too. Like tickets weren't going to sell nearly as much.
Unless you were like, oh joy,
Yeah.
just fucking stupid.
And like, what was it? The Crazy
Rich Asians.
Yeah, that was like the first film ever to come out where it's like a full Asian cast and it actually did well.
Yeah, box office hit.
Which is wild because that was like last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for that to be the first film
That's so crazy.
ever.
Yeah.
There's people though that have said that in itself is problematic because people were like taking that and being like, they were treating it like a charity. Like there was people going like, oh, finally now it's like it was like the equivalent of like, I have a black friend.
Yeah.
I went and saw Crazy Rich Asians.
Yeah. Well, and how shitty is it to be an Asian actress or actor just knowing I'm never going to get a lead role?
Yeah.
I'm always going to be that person's best friend or that person's coworker.
Yes.
I'm never going to like be
That's
the main character.
Bobby Lee, I'm sorry I keep going back to this guy,
gosh.
but like he talks about how for 20 years, like there was never an audition where they would always want him to have an accent. They would always want him to play like a ninja or like he could never just be him. Like he auditioned for King Kong, which is a great fucking story. And it was a very small role. And all he had to do, they had someone holding up like a cutout head of King Kong, and they were running around chasing him, and they were supposed to act like, ah!
Oh my
Right?
God.
So he's running around, and they're like, stop. Could you be more, a little more Asian?
What?
And so
What
he
does
was
that
like,
mean?
yeah, exactly. Running around screaming. It's the same. So he's running around in circles and he goes, yeah. And then they were like, okay, thank you. And then he walked out.
And he
but
didn't get the part.
didn't get the part, but what a fucking story.
Yeah.
So goddamn funny.
I hate it so much.
Yeah, it's a crazy time to be us right now. What are you, 20?
Oh, thank you.
6?
Yeah.
We'll take it.
Thank you so much.
You guys aren't in your 30s, are you?
I'm 31.
I'm 30.
I said I was thinking you just turned 30
Uh-huh.
during
31.
COVID.
31
During
is the
COVID,
new
it was so
21.
sad.
I'm not aging after 33. I'm done right now. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
I thought you said I'm not Asian after 33, like for a
Aging.
split second.
So you guys went to Vegas to celebrate your anniversary / birthday?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, mainly just anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just kind of gave up on the fact that like I had a birthday.
It was so weird though. Like her birthday is my favorite. I like it more than my birthday. Like she
Yeah.
always has
It
a
is.
Marvel
I'm a
party.
great party planner.
And it was so weird. And I was like, I can't do much. Like, it was when everybody's on lockdown. I was like, I got to figure out something to, like, surprise her or do something.
And
So
you got
I
her the fish.
I made a video.
No, not
I, like,
quite.
emailed everybody and I was like, can
Oh,
you,
that's
like, make a
right.
clip, send it, whatever. If you want to send a gift, send a gift. And some of the, like, the video submissions are hilarious. And then I made everybody awkwardly sing and, like, mashed it together. And no one can sing. Like, there's a couple that are good, but you're like,
Well,
oh, wow.
the best part was she wanted everyone to full out sing happy birthday so she could like mash
punch
it
it
together,
together.
right? So it would really only be one time of happy birthday. Well, she ran out of time, so I had to
like 3
awkwardly watch every single one of my friends sing happy birthday in not the right key at all. It was like the most cringing thing as someone who's like a singer to be like, this is great.
I mean, speaking of your wonderful singing voice, would you mind singing a song from The
No.
Little Mermaid?
No. I'm not doing that.
What about from Anastasia?
I'm good. I'm not warmed up right now.
Okay,
so.
that's fair. You know, I've been listening to nonstop for the last 2 days is I Put a Spell on You by Screamin' Jay Hawkins.
The OG one.
Oh my fucking God. That dude is
It's an October bop.
it
Yeah.
is. And
We just watched Hocus Pocus.
nobody does it like that guy. Like he's offbeat in like this chaotic I was like smiling. I was whacking on my lunch break and
And you just have it on repeat, and you're just like, wow, what a great song.
For
And I was
25
like-
minutes.
I was like, fuck it, there's construction going on. No one can hear me. And I just started fucking going. I love doing
Getting
that.
it.
Do you want to sing a song, Kim Duke?
God, no. I thought I could maybe sing. Sometimes you know where you're like, well, not you because you can actually sing. Maybe you really can't sing.
No, I'm terrible.
Where you're like, oh, I think I nailed this. And then you record it with your
Oh,
phone and then you listen, you're like,
never.
whoa.
I know I'm bad.
You
She's
can
cut me
sing.
down to a point where I know that I should never
Chris
sing.
is nice.
Before being with Adrienne, I thought maybe I can sing. After being with Adrienne, I know I cannot
The
sing.
worst is when I'm like singing in the car and I'm like getting it. Because like sometimes you need one of
Oh,
those,
yeah.
right? So I'm just like belting it out. And then she decides to join in.
And she's like, "You are off pitch,"
And
and,
I'm
then
like,
she'll stop
"No."
singing and change the song. I'm like, "Damn!"
And I'm like, you ruined my moment.
I feel like I got X on like America's Got Talent. Like,
So today, this was my goal today. MGK came out with a new album. I'm like,
Oh, yeah,
this would be hot for Chris to sing the MGK part and I sing the Halsey part. So
Do you
I'm
want
like,
to do it?
no, I don't. But I like started memorizing the words and I'm like, I think I fucking got it. So then I get
Which
my
one
phone.
did you do?
What?
Which one did you do? Which one is
Forget
it?
Me Not or Forget Me Too?
forget the
Too?
song.
MGK. Forget me not.
But I'm like, I think I fucking nailed it, right? So I'm in the parking lot at Home Depot. I had to park further away so people couldn't hear me sing really loud. Get my phone, record it. And I'm like, I think I got it. I'm going to surprise Chris when he gets home today. I'm going to be like, you're going to be MGK. I'm going to be Halsey. We're going to sing this together. It's going to be super hot. And then we're going to make out after. And I listened to it and I was like, oh my God, don't tell Chris that this ever happened. And now I just told him.
Why is it? Oh, there it is. Talking about this
It's a
song?
fucking
I'm really
banger.
excited about this karaoke.
Yeah,
it's
I
not
can't wait.
happening.
I can't wait for it.
But Landon can sing the Halsey part really well. Yeah. And I can't believe he knew the words because it took me all day to memorize.
Children. That's the thing.
He's a savant in like lyrics. I don't know what it is.
I can do it too.
Yeah.
Like
Really?
you can,
Chris
yeah,
too?
I can like guess whatever's coming next in the
Yes.
song.
Chris can too.
You can tell, like songwriting. Like I can tell when Sia writes a song for somebody. There's a cadence. Like she must have some kind of influence on. Like
Yeah.
you can't help but kind of give that kind of Sia vibe to it. And every time I'm like, oh, Sia wrote this for sure. And I
That's
always
Jack,
fucking love it.
Jack Antonoff too. Like I know when he wrote something, he does a lot of like Taylor Swift stuff.
Yeah.
And like you can just tell like what's happening where.
Just scroll to the Halsey part. It's so high, but I can't get that high.
I didn't even know he came out with a new album.
It's like a pop
Punk.
I'm sorry, but I
like-
hate him. I'm sorry.
Is it like
It's
good?
okay.
I gotta let
He's
you
really
know.
annoying. I know.
Think about it this way.
What do you not like about him? I can't stand him either. There's something he's just irritating in my
I
head.
Something
think he's a good
bothers-
actor.
Well, he's a singer.
He's
I know,
a-
but like
he's a rapper.
He's an actor.
Yeah, he's a
though.
rapper.
Yeah,
Well-
he does act.
I liked him in the Motley Crue thing, but that's about it. That's as far as I'm going.
No, like I like him as an actor over
Oh,
a singer.
Oh yeah, that
So-
is
same.
what I mean.
But so somebody pointed this out to me, and they were like, Travis Barker wrote a great album.
It's true.
And it's like, fuck, yeah, that's exactly what it is.
It is.
Like Travis Barker
Yeah.
was in on every single song.
Yeah.
And so it kind of feels like a spin-off
Almost
of
like a
Blink-182.
Blink,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in that regard, it's like, oh, yeah, that's fucking
It's
rad.
weird because I grew up like loving Blink-182.
I know, I
That was
love-
like the first concert that I went to.
Really?
And I went like every year after
I was gonna
that.
marry Tom DeLonge. I was in my head. I thought for sure I was gonna marry him.
Hello there, spiders.
Yeah.
Like,
Hello there, angels.
where are you?
where are you? No, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I loved it.
It's
Loved
weird
it.
though because like I loved Blink-182 and now like I don't listen to them.
Yeah, when Tom left, I'm like,
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, cool, the Alkaline Trio.
But I
guys
also
there.
loved Alkaline Trio, so you think it'd be like,
I know
yeah.
that, but their album is pretty good. Chris got me on it. I'm like, I'm not gonna conform. Nope, it's not the OG. And then I was like, this isn't that bad. And we listened
He
to it
does
a
a
lot.
song with the Burt McCracken from the East.
Fucking
It's
love.
pretty good. It's called a body bag, which is what I left in after listening to that song. I was like, oh, I am fucking this East.
Landon goes, is this song called Body Bag? I'm like, yeah, Landon. They say it like 800 times.
No, it's Ziploc bag. Listen to it.
It's the freezer safe kind. You wanted to hear her part?
Well, no, just you can play a little bit of it.
I think you should sing it.
I'm so bad.
Oh, it's very Paramore-esque.
Yes, I thought that's who it was at first, and Chris like it's Halsey.
It's weird hearing her like this.
I know. I like when they go back and forth. That's my favorite part.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I don't hate it.
Yeah, I don't hate it
It's
either.
actually like
It's
that.
kind of decent.
Yeah,
Hey, go to
exactly.
the part where they go back and forth.
Wild stuff. We went to. We got free tickets to an Imagine Dragons concert.
Don't judge us.
I'm not judging.
Metric
You
was
should.
Metric was there, but
That's why we wanted to go, was to see
but
Metric.
Halsey was the opener, and no one knew who she was.
What?
Yeah, no one knew who she was yet.
Halsey
She
and-
had full long like blue hair.
Yeah, and like didn't have a stage set up, nothing. Like she had long hair, like just Adidas sneakers. Did like 4 or 5 songs,
And we're like listening, and I was like, wow,
We're
she's
like,
really
damn.
good. She's killing it.
and it was the Castle song before it came out, and then it was like a month later,
and blew up.
and we're like, whoa, we saw her live.
And we actually were just there for Halsey and Metrics, and then as soon as Imagine Dragons
left.
came on, we realized that they were a Christian band, and we had to leave.
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, when
Metric
everyone put their
fucking
hands
slaps.
up,
Also, what
I
a
was like,
weird
what?
lineup.
That is a really weird
Why would
lineup.
you put that together?
Metric just pops up randomly in
Yeah,
places.
I love Metric though.
Yeah.
so
like a
good.
lot.
Oh,
so
goddamn
good.
God, they're phenomenal.
Okay,
You want to sing?
Click
You want
on
to sing
Hey
this?
You. I'm not gonna sing it, but I like I like when MGK and her go back and
I
forth.
can't hear it through the phone though, so I think you have to sing it so I can hear it through the microphone.
You, why you do the things that make me?
Come on.
Face you, permanently.
Your lips are moving, but
we
I
are
can't really
just-
hear the words.
I did it for you.
I like the part when they're
I can show you the.
That was a good one part duet.
world.
Really felt it.
I didn't want to like the MGK album. I didn't. Don't like them. And then I was like, fuck, this
Well,
album
and
is a banger.
You know, Robert. Robert was just like, I love MGK.
Maybe that's why. Maybe
I was gonna
maybe
text
because
him.
Robert always posts
You
shit. And so
know.
maybe I'm like, I don't want to like it because Robert likes
Well,
it.
and we're all just
Maybe
like, no one
that's
really
why
likes
I don't
MGK.
like him.
And then, but Robert's like, don't even say that. MGK slaps. He slaps.
I don't think he slaps. Like Chris, that makes me feel better when you say it's Tom Barker's album. I'm like, yeah, I'll
Tom Barker.
Tom Barker, host of The Price is
I
Wrong.
thought she said Tom Berger, and I was like, who's Tom Berger?
Oh
Oh,
shit,
fuck. I want to keep going, but I know you guys got
you got shit to do.
shit to
What
do.
time
Yeah, I
is
got
it?
sweaters to knit, fish to
Oh,
kill.
man, I didn't realize it was already almost 8. I have to dance.
Yeah, we gotta go to dance class.
Yeah.
We have aerobic work. Oh,
Yeah.
it's secret. Sorry.
So, well, it's not really a secret. Like,
This will come out.
Well, I
for-
teach like an aerobics dance class every Tuesday that's free because a lot of our friends were like, we haven't been active in so long and like we just all miss each other and we miss dancing with each other.
Oh.
So I was like, you know what? Let's do this. Everyone comes, like stand 6 feet apart,
Oh yeah.
wears masks, and then we like, I do a activation like warm up workout and then I teach like 30 seconds of a dance.
It's like New Age Zumba.
Ah, I love that.
My
called
body
Noomba.
hurts.
Your body
Noomba.
hurts.
Yes.
That's like
You are
af-
like sweating in 3 minutes. You're like, I'm old.
That's
really
like at my
working
friend's
it out.
wedding. I was like dancing so hard. The next day, I'm like, fuck, my whole body hurt. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, like my body
30.
hurts. It's also weird having a structured schedule. Like, am I in a retirement home? It's like Monday night, Dart League. Tuesday night, workout
so
dance class.
true.
Wednesday night, have to
Trivia.
host trivia. Like,
Well, and then I was trying to figure out what I was going to wear to this. And I was like, oh, well, I guess I'm wearing my long t-shirt and some pants.
oh, am I wearing this? We're going home?
Oh, we're going home to change first before that. No, I was talking about like to this. And I was like,
I thought you meant to
this
work
is
out.
30. I was like, this is the 30-year-old outfit. It's
Absolutely.
okay.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
solid tee.
I'm
couple of-
usually wearing sweatpants.
Are you not wearing sweat? You are wearing sweat.
These are
Every-
not
Oh, those are
sweats.
sweat. Those
They're
are
his fancy
joggers.
sweats.
They're jaggers.
We call them fancy sweats.
They're like windbreaker style.
You tucked them into your socks.
That just happens.
We'll practice the song later and we'll perform it.
All right, sounds good.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah, can that be like
can't
the
wait.
end of the video?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned.
I'm excited.
I mean, we got
It's like a love-hate song. That's why I like it. It's like, I fucking hate you, but I tattooed your name on me forever. Right? That's the
Did
gist
you,
of the
though?
song.
Because I tattooed you on me
And a picture of me.
and a picture of you.
You have her face on you?
Where?
Oh, my... You gotta pull your pants up. Don't pull them down.
What?
Don't stop, pop that, don't stop, pop that. Oh.
It's on your penis? Oh,
Hello. Wow.
now we know what her tits look like.
Oh my.
And
Her cartoon
this is what I got for
tits.
Chris. And our anniversary date. So,
What a time.
okay. Well,
Oh, I accidentally fucked up my headphones. Whatever.
fuck up your face.
Oh my god.
Yeah, brother.
I'm so sweaty.
Yeah.
I laughed too hard.
Yeah, whatever. I love you guys. Thank you very much for coming here. Please plug all of the things. What do you guys got going on throughout the week? When you're at Red Carpet.
What's happening?
Well, you host trivia.
Yeah,
Every
every
Wednesday,
Wednesday.
at 9 p.m.
In the Martini Lounge.
Nice.
Wow.
It's a different theme every week.
Okay, I was
So
gonna say
it'll
what-
be like decade based or very like cartoon based, and then I make my own rounds. So I had, is it Gary Busey or serial killer that said that? So you
It
got
was
like,
a really good round.
yeah, you got like 50-50 shot at getting some stuff. So it's
what do,
weird.
what do people win?
A red carpet gift card
Nice.
and the satisfaction of winning trivia.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's also pretty cool. You don't got to come every week. It's a new game every week. So
Okay.
yeah, super chill.
awesome. And then
The burlesque show on the 23rd, and then I'm producing another show that's on the 30th. But for the first time, I'm producing a show that I'm not actually in. So I'm pretty excited about that too, to do more of like the behind the scenes stuff. It's called Tanya's Twisted Movie Macabre. And I'm really excited about it. So it's something totally new to St. Cloud, and we have 4 like drag performers
okay.
that are performing an act before and after, and a movie is going to be shown in between. So we have a horror film that will be shown, and these drag performers are going to be acting out like the murder scenes.
Oh my god.
Wow, that is so cool.
It's very like Rocky Horror-esque,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
a little like different. And then also there's going to be commentary over the movie while it's playing. So yeah, I'm excited about that too.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. I was gonna wait a little bit to release this one, but so okay. So
You're going to have to throw it up.
editor's note, booblets, Adrienne Annie. Okay.
Boom.
Perfect.
Boobs.
Social medias.
You have a lot. You got your dice now. You got a lot of things happening.
Oh, yeah.
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 I make custom D&D dice.
We have a ton of nerds that listen to this show.
They're super dope. So look up Tabaxi's Horde. If you play D&D, you should know how to play or spell Tabaxi. So,
Okay.
so yes, Tabaxi's Horde. That is specifically just on Facebook. You can message me there. I have a bunch of pictures of what the dice look like and all that.
Hell yeah. And then your Instagram is
Instagram is Nikita_cat.
okay. Is that with the C or the K?
The K.
Okay. Nikita_cat. Do you still have your Lego
I still got my Lego Brick Click on Facebook.
brick click? Perfect. Okay. Well, the last thing that we do, our listeners are called ducklings. So we say au revoir, little ducklings, quack, quack.
Au revoir, little ducklings, quack, quack.
Au revoir, little ducks, leads, quack, quack.
Au revoir, little ducklings. Quack, quack.
Good job.
What?